That's a wee exclusive BDFM mini mix from Coco McHale from Bonnyrigg. The man has been doing bits and pieces over the year, released a track and stuff, and I've got him in for a wee interview. Coco, how you doing, pal?
I'm really good, Brian. It's really good to be here. Thanks for asking me in.
No worries, mate. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen each other.
Long time.
Indeed. So, what you been up to lately, pal?
I've been busy. The past 12 months, been really busy. I've obviously released a track, as you mentioned. That came out last September on River Mystic Recordings, California-based label. I'm not going to lie, it was a struggle to get to that stage. It was a couple of years in the process, hard work, and I didn't think I'll ever do it again.
Is that the one track? Is that what we're getting?
I'm a one track wonder, that's it.
Never say never, mate.
I never say never. It was one of the hardest and most enjoyable experiences in my life. Obviously I co-produced it with Paul Stewart,
yep,
who I'd done the Soul Jack show with.
Ficote Bridge.
One of the old team as well.
The old school team.
We all sort of used to, well, me, you and him, we were back in, must have been mid-90s or something.
Easy.
Long 20 years ago now.
Easy, aye.
So we done that together. It was really exciting. And we obviously done the Soul Jack show and stuff like that. I've recently started a new brand in the past 12 months called Amplified, right, and we are monthly on a Friday night at Hanover 99.
Yep.
And we're playing various guest spots like Cab Fall, the Bongo Club. We've got loads of stuff happening on that front. Otherwise,
you'll need to send me the details for that, pal, so I can just put it out in the gig guide and stuff.
First night's on the 29th of February this year, and we're looking to get in some really nice guests over the course of the year. For that,
what DJs we're looking at, or is that under wraps and keeping it quiet?
No, well, I would like to say, I don't know what to jinx it or anything. We're going to try and angle for the sort of new disco thing,
right?
So we're looking at people.
It's picking up just now, the new disco style.
It is, it really is, and it suits it to the environment in Hanover 99, the sort of bar environment. We're looking at people like Prince Thomas. I would love to have Motor City Drum Ensemble. I don't know if that's a dream. It could become a reality. There's a more local guy, Dickie Triscoe from Dundee. He's excellent. So we're really trying to nail that sort of vibe down the now.
Excellent, that's what I like to hear. So the stuff that you're playing out just now, the Jackin style mix that we've got happening just now, where are you getting your tunes from? What labels are you using?
I would say, well, River Mystic, obviously, I have to say that.
Of course.
They released it. I would say River Mystic mostly, but to be honest with you, over the past 6 months I've started to go towards more a sort of bassier sort of vibe, if you can call it that. I didn't really like to really label things as in tech house or Jackin house. You could say I played Jackin house. I'm buying a lot of stuff off of food music. I think that's Shadow Child's label.
Right.
Dirty Bird. Really going for, I don't know why, I think I've came full circle. I've started going really heavy again.
I noticed that with the mini mix that you've done tonight, and I was listening to it, and it starts off housey, and then there was just like filters, it was like tweaks of the old Detroit style techno Jackin stuff that was coming in there. I was like, that's healthy, I've not heard that for years, and here it is coming back in full circle, as you say.
I don't know, I'm like, every couple of years I seem to change. It's all house music, but I went sort of done the soulful thing, got bored of that, went back to the Jackin house, played techno again for a while, but there seems to be this new wave of sort of bass music which incorporates like Detroit, Chicago all together, and it's really exciting. It's really exciting. So I'm just well, I've probably been at it just as long as you, and I'm trying to just keep it fresh.
Just keep filtering into bits and just picking up what you can, and just mixing it up as you go.
Of course, absolutely.
Oh, good. So that's good. So we're sort of covering the bases of what you've done recently. What about in the past? Best gigs? What stands out for you? Any good standouts?
Well, I've been a resident at SSW for the past 6 years.
That's for the Scottish Soul Weekender, for people that don't know.
Scottish Soulful Weekender, which is at Silloff, Stanwicks Caravan Park, down in Silloff. Last year had to be my highlight. I got to give over the controls to DJ Sneak.
Oh, superb!
Who's one of my heroes, obviously. Despite what some people say about him or how he comes across on social media, he's actually a gentleman. Outstanding DJ to watch. And when I seen my name next to his on the posters, I was starstruck. And when I met him, it was pretty special, sharing the decks with him. And there was other people there like Pig and Dan, Mandy, Bobby and Steve, who were more on the sort of soulful side. But over the past few years I've played with Motor City Drum Ensemble, Carl GP, CC Rogers, that was a good one. He was the headliner one year, SSW4 I think. Anything really that I've been involved with SSW has been pretty special to play with people on that calibre, and then I kind of get to go back to my day job on a Monday, but for that weekend it's pretty special.
There you go then. I remember actually being at Inside Out at the Archies, and it was Carol Cox and DJ Sneak that played on that ballet, and it was, what a night that was. Aye. So I could just imagine if that was a company you're keeping par, that's pretty decent.
No, it's good to dip your toe into it, and as I said, it's nice to experience it for a couple of days and then back to reality, obviously, on a Monday.
Back to the day job.
Aye, back to the day job. A bit fuzzy on a Monday, right enough, but back to the day job.
What, a bit fuzzy on a Monday, and you actually come to around about Wednesday or something like that.
Friday, I'm getting old. I'm getting old, mate.
Aye, then of course you've got the kiddie now as well, so she'll be taking up a bit of your time.
Well, Charlie Rose, she's in her bed, so she'll not be listening. I need a wee shout out to Emily, my beautiful fiance. She's tuned in now. Hiya. We'll be home soon.
I'm keeping him here for ages, Emily. He'll not be back for a while.
When Charlie Rose came along, I took my foot off the gas, to be honest, because that's what you do when you're a parent. You've got responsibilities. She's a bit older now and more settled, so I'm starting to get back into it, just easing myself back into it. DJing a bit more regularly, getting involved in promoting again. Promoting became a bit of a burden more than anything. It just took up far too much of my time. And then just the DJing in general, I never lost interest, I just had different priorities. But now I've got a bit of a thirst back for it, and I'm looking forward to what 2017 holds.
Excellent. And new club starting up next week, sir? Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, but it's not a new club. It's a new venue.
We're going to the Mash House.
We're going to the Mash House. The wee room.
Mash House. Good sound system in the Mash House.
The wee room up the stairs is only 120 capacity. Really small and intimate. You get a really good vibe in there. Right. I mean, you could have 50 or 60 people in there, and it's really good. So we're starting. It's the Soul Jack night, which has been running consecutively for about 6 years now, in various venues. I put that to bed for a wee while. But I've brought it back. And we've got two guys that have played at SSW, Jordan Fitzsimmons and Gavin Renison. They run a night in Sunderland called the Funk Essential, and they guys are really taking off. They're doing some really exciting stuff. They've got I think in March they've got lovely Laura coming over for Ibiza, playing the saxophone and stuff like that. I was doing there in September playing with them, and that was an eye-opener. They boys can really party down there. And that took me a wee while to go over that one as well.
That's in your week.
We've also got Russell Hamilton playing and Jodie Lockery, who I'm co-promoting the night with this time. So we're going to do a few nights here, see what happens. As I say, I've got Amplified going as well, so I want to keep them completely separate. Probably the stuff that's included in this mix will probably be more the stuff I'll be playing at the Soul Jack night, which is not very soulful. But the Amplified night will be more concentrating on the disco and soulful house sort of stuff.
The new groove style.
Aye.
So next week, Soul Jack at the Mash House. What time's it kicking off at?
We are open at 10 and it's 10 till 3. It's a £5 on the door. You should get along. It's going to be a good night. It's looking like a busy one already. There's a bit of buzz about it. And so 10 till 3 at the upstairs room in the Mash House next Saturday, 4th of February.
Absolutely superb.
Be there.
Be there, that's right, be there or be square, simple as that. If you like your house, especially the Jack and House style that Coco plays, it's superb.
Thank you, mate.
No worries, mate. I thoroughly enjoy it. So, anything else you want to add?
I don't know. I would like to talk about obviously when I first met you, since it's you that's brought me in. My first clubbing experience had to be the canteen. I was a fresh-faced 16-year-old. I didn't know if I was going to get in or not. I think I blagged it because I think I was actually able to grow a goatee beard when I was 16. I was strangely hairy for my age. But nah, that's 21 years ago. And it was people from Bonnie just picked up on it. I remember getting my ticket, and it was a wee tiny piece of cardboard with a knife, a fork and a spoon on it.
That's right.
And it was a wee yellow piece of paper, and there must have been 30 of us turned up in this small car park at the Dug Inn, and I walked through the doors and I never looked back, and it changed my life. It really did, because that being in that environment and the music just opened my eyes to music. I was more into the rave scene, Resurrection and stuff like that, and then when I first went to the canteen, which was my first sort of club experience, I made lifelong friends there, who I've still got, including yourself.
That's right. Paul Stewart, Cope Bridge, he came through as well.
Aye, and that's where I met them, lifelong friends. And I think just the whole vibe, I mean, you could compare it to something like the film Human Traffic and stuff like that, and it just caught me, and I've had that ever since.
I think we got lucky with the canteen at this way, actually, because there was nothing really happening round about the area at this time.
Oh, it was unique.
We got a secluded wee pub out in the middle of nowhere, who sort of gave us a nice wee leeway on a licence as well, like, you know.
It just worked, and you had some really good guests in as well. I remember Alan Smith was in that one. That was incredible. And then you had the marquee out the side.
That's right.
And it just, I think
the likes of Crosby in at the marquee and that.
Crosby was there.
Right.
I think as soon as I went to that first one, I never missed one until it sort of finished up. And I think I actually done a club myself there for a couple of months. What was it called? Essence or something. I ran it with Paul. Anyway, it nosedived pretty quickly. It never had the canteen.
Never had the canteen stamp about it.
No. But that's basically where it all began. I think it was like you and Sean Pearson that pretty much introduced me to.
Sean's still doing a bit of DJing, is he?
I think he's doing a bit. I think he's involved with the Rebel Groove guys. A couple of them are from Dunfermline, and Neil Crookston, Mike. No, they're from over the water. They're from Dunfermline. They're 5 guys. Mm-hmm. They run a collective called Rebel Groove, and they pop up every now and then doing Rebel Groove nights. And I think he's settled in with them, and I think he's getting back into it as well. Aye,
very good.
It's good to see him getting back into it. I think he's a cracking DJ.
I like Sean. He was no bad at all. My partner in crime for the canteen days.
Yeah.
But aye, that's a blast for the past. So it was 21 years ago. Is that right?
21 years.
Is that how long I've been at this? Oh dear.
Aye.
I need to find new employment, I think.
We're still here though. Still here.
My lottery numbers haven't changed.
We're looking a bit more wrinkled around the edges and that, but we're still here.
I was going to say more chiselled.
Oh, you're being good to yourself.
Aye, big time. Anyway, Coco, if that's what it is, mate, then absolutely spot on. I wish you all the best of your luck with the Amplified gig and the Soul Jack one that you've got on next week, by the way. Mind get yourselves along to that, folks. Soul Jack at the Mash House next week. And I'm looking for more productions, by the way. You know how I like to push it, the local talent, pal. And
of course,
one track's not enough. I'm not happy with that.
I know.
I've got the likes of Stu Curran spitting out the trance to me left, right and centre. So
he's got talent though. He's got natural talent. Although like his kind of music's not really my cup of tea.
Of course.
I really respect him as a producer. He's a hard-working producer, and he's getting tracks signed and that. And I've known Stuart for as long as I've known you. And he's always had his finger on the pulse, and I know how hard he works, and I'm glad it's paying off for him now.
Well, remember going back to the likes of the after parties and stuff like that, and we would be on the decks and
Can we talk about them? We
can talk about the after parties. We can talk about the music side.
I hope there's no children listening.
And once we had finished with the decks, Stu would come out with like a 303.
Of course,
exactly. There wasn't the decks. He was straight onto the equipment, like, you know, and he was spitting out tunes on the 303, like, like, there you go. So that's what the production.
No, I think he's a very, very hard-working producer, and I respect him a lot. And he's a good guy, and as I said, I'm really, really glad he's actually getting somewhere now. Because I appreciate. I mean, I've only done the one track, and I appreciate,
you know what goes into it.
I appreciate what people do, and I mean, it has been an eye opener, as in to illegal downloading the music and stuff like that, and this is where these guys make their living, apart from obviously getting paid for gigs and stuff. So buy your music, buy it, be legit.
That's right. Give them the cash.
Help out the industry.
help out the wee man at the bottom who's making the tunes. The industry gets 99% of it. I think you're right. Like 1% or something, aren't you?
I think I'll get a royalties check for next year for like $3 or something.
$3. There we go. It's better than nothing, I suppose.
Of course.
Anyway, Coco, thanks for coming in, mate.
Thanks for having me, man.
I'd like to get you in again.
Of course.
Not a problem. In the future, we'll get you back into the Black Diamond FM studio. Once again, thanks very much, pal.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Cheers now.